will determine whether LMPD engages in unconstitutional stops, searches, and seizures, as well as whether the department unlawfully executes search warrants on private homes. It will also assess whether LMPD engages in discriminatory conduct on the basis of race or fails to provide public services that comply with the Americans with Disability Act.
Oskar Odom joins me now live from Brooklyn, New York. He's a former NYPD detective. Good to have you with us, Oskar. So this investigation into Louisville police is a pattern or practice inquiry to see if they engage in unconstitutional policing. As a former police officer yourself, how do you think the police officers will react to that?
Well, I think those who are interested in improving policing, I think it's a great thing because it gives us a chance to repair the public trust. It gives us a chance to improve policing. It gives us a chance to examine our practices to see what has been working well and what has been working badly. And we need to improve this to gain the public trust. Of course, always you will have some that may be against this, but the majority of police officers will be for this in order to bridge the gap to make sure that everything is squared away.
Right, and of course there's another investigation into the Minneapolis Police Department after the death of George Floyd. Do you think these investigations will result in any concrete changes in training or the way police use force?
Yes, I definitely think that it is. I definitely think that it's turning on the light bulb. You know, as stated before, you know, I have a doctorate in education and I also have a law degree. I was one of the instructors in the New York City Police Academy, and back then we were always evolving and trying to bring up new things. And I think by examining the data to look at the police practices, it will help to improve policing. And I think it will stick. It's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight, but at least it's an olive branch and it's the first step to do things. Because when you do the same thing over and over again and expect different results, they call that insanity. And in order to improve policing in the 21st century, this is sorely needed, that we must be evidence-based and data-driven in order to improve police practice.
Right, and you know, it seems that there's going to be a long uphill battle to try and restore trust between police departments and the communities that they're policing. Shouldn't this start with training? Shouldn't states have a set standard of training practices rather than every state doing things differently?
I agree. There should be some sort of national standard because there's over 18,000 police departments within inside the United States. Some training may go 6 months to a year. There may be even training that go only 2 weeks or a month. So by establishing some sort of national practices that are basic across the country, I think will help. It's just like the United States Constitution. The Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizure, applies to every state. No matter what state you're in policing, the Fourth Amendment still is upheld in every single state. So once we have some sort of ground rules or certain practices that are national, I think that this will help improve policing across the country.
Oskar, great to get your thoughts there. Thank you, Oskar Odom, there in Brooklyn, New York.